Dear kids, today I am going to start with a new chapter, friction. So you already know that friction is one of the type of an force. Learning outcomes. So what are we going to learn in this chapter? We'll be learning about friction in detail and what are the factors that decides in friction, what is an advantage and the disadvantages of friction, and what are the types of friction and how to minimize and maximize the friction. As you know very well, it is our need that depends on the situation we need to increase or to reduce the friction. So we are going to learn about this in detail. In simple, what is a friction? You know, the picture itself depicts you like the force that opposes the motion of an object. So any object that moves, there is a frictional force acting on that object. So the friction is an opposing force that acts on a moving object. So it is very important to understand the direction of force. So when the object moves from left to right, so frictional force will act on right to left. So if the object moves from right to left, the frictional force will be acting from left to right. So the friction is always oppose the direction of motion of an object. Effect of friction on object. You know, there are two states of matter. Either the object will be in rest or it will be in motion. So when it is in rest, what is the effect of friction? If it is in motion, what is the effect of friction? So when you consider an object which is a stationary, so friction is the one that prevents an stationary object from moving. So children, in case of a stationary object, that is the object which is at rest, where the friction prevents the stationary object from moving. Whereas if the object is moving, then what the friction will do is, it tries to stop the moving object. So friction is a relative motion between two objects. So the irregularities between the surface are responsible for the cause of friction. So the irregularities in the sense, when there is an uneven on the surface of the object, what will happen? This uneven surface gets interlocked. Due to the interlocking, it resists the object to move. So that causes an friction. Children, now we'll move on to the factors affecting friction. So let me tell you, the friction is a force that opposes the motion of an object. So this will happen only when there is an irregularities of the surfaces move. So what are the factors that decides the friction? The first one is the nature of the surface and the second one is the weight of the object. So nature of the surface. There are two types of an surface. One is a rough, another one is a smooth. So you know very well, the rough surface will offer more friction when compared to a smooth surface that offers less friction. Whereas the second one is an weight of the object. You know, we can consider generally that weight are of two types. One is an heavy, another one is an light. So the heavy object will have more friction, whereas a light object will have less friction. So we will discuss this in detail. The nature of the surface in contact. This picture will give you an idea about how the irregularities is different for both rough surface and then smooth surface. Because of the nature of the surface, the irregularities will be different. So in rough surface, the irregularities is more, so it offers more friction, so it is very hard to move that object. Whereas if you consider smooth surface, it offers a less resistance due to less irregularities, and because of that, the interlocking will be less and it will be easy for us to move. So look at the examples of both the rough surface and then smooth surface that offers more friction and then less friction. The second factor that decides the friction is the weight of the object. So you know, you consider an empty box and a box filled with a stone. So you know very well, the box filled with the stone will be heavier when compared to the empty one. So please think and decide which one will be easier for you to move. It is easy to move the box with the stone or the empty box. So you feel quite comfortable in moving the empty box compared to the box filled with a stone. That is due to the weight. So when the weight is increased, the friction will be more. So the friction produced by the box with the stone is more when compared to the friction produced with the empty box. So the weight of the object also decides whether the friction will be more or less. So if the weight is more, the friction will be more. So you see the example of an elephant and a girl. You know the elephant is huge when compared to a girl. So in that case, the weight of the elephant is more when compared to the weight of the girl. So which one will offer more friction? You know, the friction will be more when the weight is more. So when you go and push the elephant, it is difficult to push it. When the same force, if you apply on the girl will be moved from one place to another place. So the girl is offering a less friction when compared to an elephant. This slide is used to identify yourself whether you will be able to answer this question. So look at the truck that is having a huge mass when compared to the van on the road, and the grape and the watermelon, and the person who is jumping on the ice and who is jumping on the land, and the bowling ball rolling, and the golf ball. So please try to find out an answer on your own.